you ever wake up at exactly 3 a.m., stare at the ceiling, and feel like your mind just won't let you sleep?
You're definitely not alone. Millions of people around the world experience this exact same problem every single night. And the frustrating part? It's not just being tired, it's the feeling of panic, wondering why your body won't let you rest.
Some nights, you might just lie there for minutes or even hours, tossing and turning, thinking about work, bills, or random thoughts you didn't even know were on your mind.
And then you start checking the clock over and over. Why now? Why 3 a.m.? Your heart starts racing and the anxiety grows, and suddenly you feel wide awake even though your body desperately needs sleep.
But here's the thing. Waking up at 3 a.m. is actually very common. It doesn't always mean there's something wrong with you. In fact, your body has a natural rhythm, and sometimes it wakes you for very specific reasons.
That's why tonight, Sleep Doctor is going to explain exactly why this happens, what your body might be trying to tell you, and the simple strategies you can use to fall back asleep quickly.
By the end of this video, you'll understand why your mind wakes up when it does, the hidden physical and emotional causes behind 3 a.m. wake-ups, practical, doctor-approved tips to help you sleep through the night.
So if you're ready to finally stop feeling frustrated, tired, and restless in the middle of the night, stay tuned. This could completely change how you sleep and how you feel every morning.
Waking up in the middle of the night, it can feel almost like a betrayal from your own body. You lie down, you finally start to drift off, and then suddenly at 3 a.m., your eyes snap open. And it's not just a small disturbance, it feels like your brain refuses to cooperate. You want to sleep, your body wants to sleep, but your mind, it's wide awake.
And here's the thing. When it happens, it can feel really unsettling. Some people even start to panic. They think, am I broken? Am I losing my ability to sleep? Is this insomnia? And for many people, these thoughts actually make the problem worse. Anxiety about sleep can make it almost impossible to fall back asleep, turning a normal brief awakening into a stressful, frustrating experience.
But here's some important reassurance. Waking up in the middle of the night is actually very common. In fact, it's a normal part of how our bodies sleep. Sleep isn't a single, continuous block of rest. It's a series of cycles that repeat throughout the night, each one lasting about 90 minutes. These cycles include different stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep, which is when we dream most vividly.
During the lighter stages of sleep, your brain is naturally more alert. It's almost like a semi-awake mode. Your body's resting, but your brain is scanning the environment, keeping you aware in case of danger. That's why waking up briefly is completely normal, especially during these lighter stages.
The problem starts when you wake up and your brain decides to go on overdrive. Suddenly, it's replaying the day's events, worrying about tomorrow, thinking about tasks you forgot, or even dwelling on random things that make no sense. Some people even start scrolling through their phones, which only makes it worse. Before you know it, 5, 10, or even 30 minutes have passed, and you feel like sleep has completely abandoned you.
This is the moment when normal waking can start to feel like insomnia. You might sleep well overall, maybe 7 or 8 hours a night, but if you wake up at the same time every night and can't fall back asleep, it feels like you're never getting real rest. That's why waking up at 3 a.m. can feel so frustrating.
And it's not just psychological. There are real physiological reasons your body wakes up at this time. Hormones play a big role, especially cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol naturally begins to rise in the early morning hours, preparing your body to wake up. If your cortisol levels rise too early, or if stress causes spikes at night, your brain can wake up, even if your body is still ready to sleep.
Blood sugar levels can also be a culprit. If you didn't eat enough before bed, or if you had a sugar spike earlier in the evening, your body may wake you up to signal it needs energy. Low blood sugar can make you feel alert, anxious, or restless, basically the opposite of the calm, sleepy state you want at 3 a.m.
And let's not forget emotional factors. Anxiety, worry, or unresolved stress can make your mind more active at night. Many people notice that their mind seems to be most awake in the early morning hours. Thoughts that didn't bother you during the day suddenly feel loud and urgent, making it hard to go back to sleep.
And here's the good news. Once you understand what's happening, you can take control. You can train your mind to calm down, regulate your hormones, and improve your sleep environment so that waking up at 3 a.m. no longer feels like a disaster. Tonight, we're going to break down the exact reasons, the hidden triggers, and the doctor-approved solutions that can help you fall back asleep faster and sleep deeper.
So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why your body wakes up at 3 a.m., what your brain is really doing, and the practical steps you can take tonight to sleep better, feel rested, and wake up refreshed in the morning. All right, let's dive into the main reasons why you might be waking up at 3 a.m. every night. First up, your circadian rhythm.
That's your internal body clock, which regulates your sleep-wake cycle. Your body goes through a series of biological rhythms every 24 hours, and these rhythms influence when you feel alert, tired, hungry, or even anxious. Around 3 a.m., your body starts a subtle increase in cortisol, the stress hormone.
Now, cortisol isn't the enemy. In fact, it's essential for waking you up naturally in the morning. But if your cortisol rises too early, or if your body is stressed, it can trigger your brain to wake up at a time when you really want to be asleep.
Think of it like your body's natural alarm clock, but slightly mistimed. Even if you're perfectly relaxed, your brain can register that spike in cortisol and wake you just a little. This is why some people find themselves awake for no apparent reason right in the early morning hours.
Next, we have low blood sugar, another common culprit.
If you didn't eat enough before bed, or if you had a sugar spike earlier in the evening, your body may wake you up to signal it needs energy. Low blood sugar can make you feel alert, anxious, or restless, basically the opposite of the calm, sleepy state you want at 3 a.m.
And even mild dehydration can contribute to these wake-ups. Your body is sensitive to hydration levels, and if it senses imbalance, it may trigger your brain to wake you to address the issue, even if you don't consciously feel thirsty.
And then there's stress and anxiety, probably the most common reason people wake up at this time. Your mind tends to be most active in the early morning hours, especially if you've had a busy day or you're carrying worries into the night.
Those racing thoughts can be subtle at first, a quick worry or random memory, but suddenly your brain is wide awake and refusing to let your body rest. People often report that they're lying there, staring at the ceiling, replaying everything that happened during the day, or planning what needs to be done tomorrow.
Anxiety doesn't just affect the mind, it affects the body too. Elevated heart rate, muscle tension, and shallow breathing all make it harder to fall back asleep, reinforcing the feeling of insomnia.
There's also an interesting combination happening here. Sometimes low blood sugar, cortisol spikes, and mild stress all happen at the same time. And when these factors collide, your brain can interpret it as a signal to wake up, even if your body still needs rest.
This is why 3 a.m. wake-ups are so common and frustrating. It's rarely a single reason, it's often a combination of your internal clock, your metabolism, and your stress levels, all converging at the exact same time every night.
But the good news is, once you understand these causes, you can take concrete steps to minimize them. Tonight, we'll cover strategies for stabilizing your circadian rhythm, balancing blood sugar, and calming your mind so that the next time 3 a.m. hits, you can drift right back to sleep.
And remember, this is completely normal for many people. Understanding the why is the first step to taking back control of your sleep. Once you address these underlying factors, those middle-of-the-night wake-ups become less frequent, less stressful, and much easier to manage.
Now that we understand why your body wakes up at 3 a.m., let's talk about what you can do about it. These are practical, doctor-approved tips you can start using tonight to get back to sleep faster and improve your overall sleep quality.
Tip number 1, keep a consistent sleep schedule. This is one of the most important things you can do. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, thrives on consistency.
When you sleep and wake at different times, your body gets confused. It can cause early morning wake-ups or make it hard to fall asleep at all. Even if you're tempted to sleep in on weekends, try to stick to your schedule as much as possible. Over time, your body will adjust and waking up at 3 a.m. will become less frequent.
Tip number 2, avoid late caffeine and heavy meals. Coffee, tea, chocolate, and even some sodas contain caffeine that can stay in your system for hours. If you have these too late in the day, your body may still be alert when it should be winding down.
Heavy meals close to bedtime can also be a problem. Digestion takes energy, and your body may wake you up to handle it. Stick to light snacks if you need something, and aim to finish meals at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. Foods high in sugar or refined carbs can spike blood sugar and trigger nighttime wake-ups.
Tip number 3, create a calming sleep environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep. Dim the lights, eliminate noise where possible, and keep your bedroom cool and comfortable. Avoid checking your phone or laptop if you wake up at 3 a.m. Blue light tells your brain it's morning, making it harder to fall back asleep.
Instead, try gentle breathing exercises, meditation, or progressive muscle relaxation. Even something as simple as slowly inhaling for 4 counts, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4 can calm your nervous system and help you drift back into sleep.
Tip number 4, don't panic if you wake up. This is so important. Anxiety about being awake can actually make it harder to fall back asleep. Remember, brief awakenings are normal.
If you wake up, stay relaxed. Read a calm, non-stimulating book, listen to soft music, or use a sleep-focused app that plays relaxing sounds. Avoid looking at the clock because watching time pass can increase stress and make you more alert.
Tip number 5, consider gentle lifestyle adjustments. Regular exercise during the day can help regulate your circadian rhythm. Avoid intense workouts right before bed, but light activity like stretching, yoga, or a short walk can promote deeper sleep.
Tip number 6, manage stress during the day. Evening wake-ups are often linked to unresolved stress or anxiety. Journaling, meditation, or even talking to a friend or therapist can calm your mind and prevent racing thoughts at night.
Tip number 7, limit alcohol and nicotine. These substances can disrupt your sleep cycles. Even if alcohol helps you fall asleep initially, it can cause lighter sleep and increase wake-ups in the middle of the night.
By combining these strategies, you can reduce the chances of waking up at 3 a.m. and improve your sleep quality overall. It's not about a single trick, it's about creating habits that support your natural sleep cycle.
Start with small changes like adjusting your bedtime, dimming lights, or avoiding late caffeine. Over time, these simple steps can make a huge difference, and you'll notice mornings when you wake up feeling truly refreshed.
Remember, waking up at 3 a.m. is common and normal, but with the right strategies, you can train your body and mind to sleep more peacefully through the night. So, to recap, waking up at 3 a.m. is actually more common than you think. It doesn't mean your sleep is broken, and it certainly doesn't mean something is seriously wrong with your health. Understanding your body's cycles, stress levels, and habits is the first step to taking control of your sleep.
And the good news is, by applying even just a few of the tips we discussed tonight, like keeping a consistent sleep schedule, avoiding late caffeine, creating a calming environment, and managing stress, you can start to see improvement almost immediately. You'll find that waking up at 3 a.m. becomes less frequent, less frustrating, and your mornings will feel far more refreshed.
But here's something very important. Everyone's body is a little different. Some people might find certain tips work better than others. That's okay. Sleep is personal, and part of the journey is experimenting with what helps your body relax and get the rest it needs.
If you've tried everything and still struggle with waking up at 3 a.m. consistently, it might be worth talking to a doctor or sleep specialist. Sometimes underlying conditions like sleep apnea or hormonal imbalances can play a role, but for most people, these strategies will make a huge difference.
Now, I'd love to hear from you. Comment below. Do you wake up at 3 a.m. too? How often does it happen? What have you tried to fix it? Sharing your experiences helps not just me, but also others who are watching and struggling with the same problem.
And if you want to continue improving your sleep, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell.
That way, you'll never miss tips from Sleep Doctor that can help you fall asleep faster, sleep deeper, and wake up feeling truly refreshed.
You can also check out other videos on this channel for tips on the best bedtime routines, foods that improve sleep, how to beat insomnia naturally, and more ways to calm your mind before bed.
Remember, getting quality sleep isn't just about the number of hours. It's about how well you rest, how refreshed you feel in the morning, and how energized you are for the day ahead. By taking control of your sleep tonight, you're investing in your health, your mood, and your energy for tomorrow.
So tonight, try just 1 or 2 of these tips and notice the difference. Keep practicing them consistently and your body will start to adjust. Sweet dreams and sleep well tonight.
Sleep Doctor will be here with more tips, advice, and guidance for better sleep every week. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to share this video with anyone who struggles with waking up at 3 a.m. They'll thank you in the morning.